इसी सिलसिले में हमारा रिकमेंडेशन है गुड्स डिक्लेयर्ड वैल्यू शुड बी मेड पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन और certain items values may be fixed in consultation with the stakeholders. Then for items prone to misdeclaration, only 1 or 2 ports be designated for clearance. Suppliers name be kept confidential. अगर ज़ाहिर openly सब चीज़ें available होंगी तो business secrecy भी अपनी जगह होती है, तो बगैर नाम के अगर declare हो जाए कि ये item इतने इतने में इस तरह import हुई हैं. लेकिन एक अच्छी चीज़ अब ये हुई है कि ग्रेजुअली पहले वैल्यूएशन सिस्टम, दूसरा था अब रीसेंट वैल्यूएशन सिस्टम वेटेज बेसिस के ऊपर वैल्यूएशन हुआ है और ग्रेजुअली ये इम्प्रूव होगा द वे वी हर्ड दिस मॉर्निंग. देयर इज अ सेक्शन 124A in the income tax ordinance whereby if any point of law is decided that will be treated as final until and unless it is reversed. Similar provisions are required in sales tax law ताकि कम से कम अपील हो. लेकिन इन द सेम मैनर इस 124A में भी लिखा हुआ है कि अगर बाद में रिवर्स होती है कहानी एट दी हायर कोर्ट लेवल्स तो वो चीज़ रिवाइज भी हो सकती है. तो सिमिलर प्रोविजंस वी आर सजेस्टिंग ओवर हियर एज वेल. Sales tax on advances is applicable. Whatever we get advance, that is subject to sales tax. It lead to accounting issues and several other issues. Accordingly, we are reiterating since 2-3 years, it should be on accrual basis rather than advance to be taxed. Considering the time constraint, I'll skip few slides. जॉइंट एंड सेवरल लायबिलिटी, मैंने अपना टैक्स लायबिलिटी पूरी डिस्चार्ज कर दी लेकिन मेरे सप्लायर ने या किसी और ने डिस्चार्ज नहीं की तो आई मे बी हेल्ड लायबल. इन द फेडरल सेल्स टैक्स लॉ इट हैज़ बीन पार्टली करेक्टेड बट इन द प्रोविंशियल लॉ इट्स देयर. सो ओनर शुड लाई ऑन द टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट टू प्रूव दैट देयर इज़ अ collusion or a fraud wherein other parties also involved. Section 8B, 90% minimum tax to be payable as a mandatory item. What we are proposing here is कि या तो इसको रेट को इसको ख़त्म कर दिया जाए या रेट को रिड्यूस कर दिया जाए टू अवॉइड रिफंडेबल सिचुएशन, स्पेशली जिन जिन इंडस्ट्री में प्रॉब्लम है वहाँ. Tax credit not allowed. I have bought something and my supplier did not deposited the tax, I may be held liable. Lahore High Court has given a verdict that this is not possible. What we are proposing that should be a part of law, that why should I be held responsible and why should I do not get input tax when the other party has not deposited the tax. The tax department should catch the one who has not deposited, not the me who has paid to him. Debit credit note in the case of bad debts. It's a commercial item, there could be a bad debt. But practically speaking, what we have sold और उसकी recovery नहीं हो, तो there is no concept in the statute book कि आपको bad debts की adjustment मिले, because you have paid the sales tax and you will be effectively, एक तो आपका principal गया और फिर उसका sales tax भी गया. Time period for claiming input tax in the federal law is 6 months and in the provincial law is 4 months. We are proposing that it should be extended to 1 year because there could be some independent error. बाज़ वक़्त auditor पकड़ते हैं कि आपने ये input tax claim नहीं किया. तो what we are proposing here is tax period should be extended to 1 year. Government को कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता naturally. It's just a timing difference. जिस तरह से आसिफ साहब ने इस्लामिक बैंकिंग के बारे में बताया था, देयर इज़ टू अ ग्रेट एसेंस सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम हियर एज वेल कि इन द केस ऑफ मुराबहा देयर इज़ SRO अवेलेबल, बट इन द केस ऑफ अदर इस्लामिक मोड ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग देयर इज़ नो सच facility available. So what we are proposing in line with Murabaha transaction, in the case of Ijara and other transaction as well, the ST similar facility should be given in the case of other Islamic banking transactions. At present, commercial importers are subject to minimum value addition of 3%. We are proposing that in the case of luxurious item, it should be increased so that the local industry can flourish. This provision was brought in 2013 that every electric power and gas distribution company organization supplying electricity or gas to commercial or industrial consumer whose address is not in the STRN or sales tax registration or not appearing in ATL is required to charge extra tax of 5% having monthly bill exceeding rupees 15,000. Apparently it's a good law to catch hold of those who are not paying tax. Principally it is good, but the problem lies where there are a lot of people those are not required to be registered in sales tax. उनको तो ये नहीं लगना चाहिए. For example, professional firms हैं, उनको लगनी चाहिए. Hospitals हैं, उनको नहीं लगना चाहिए. बहुत सारी ऐसी entities हैं जो below threshold भी हैं, उनको नहीं लगना चाहिए. लेकिन generally across the board 15,000 से ऊपर ये presume कर लेना कि इसको सेल्स टैक्स में रजिस्टर होना चाहिए था और वो रजिस्टर नहीं हुआ इसलिए ये लगेगा. दिस प्रिजम्पशन इज़ रॉन्ग. ठीक है, इसलिए इसको रैशनलाइज करने की ज़रूरत है ताकि बहुत सारी ऐसी एंटिटीज़ होंगी, दोज आर हॉस्पिटल्स हैं, दोज आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू बी रजिस्टर्ड, तो उनको भी ये लग रहा है सेल्स से खामखा, और ज़ाहिर इनका बिल अच्छा खासा होता है. We have discussed about the second part. In the world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and tax. We learn about tax, we spend time for tax, but a small thing, we should spend some time for death as well and preparation for death as well, because this life is very small, the hereafter is very big, and we have to account for that subject as well. Coming to the federal excise law, there is a problem in definition of franchise, which is apparently very wide, even if it is not wide, and tax department is interpreting its scope as a very wider scope, which lead to Pandora box and which lead to people have knocked the door of courts to avoid this problem, and it's recommended that it should be, its meaning should be restricted in order to avoid issues. Coming to provincial sales tax issues, and again I have to skip few slides which run before you, but it's a part of book, so if you wish to read, that is available in the book as well. And secondly, this presentation will be on the ICAP web as well, so you can look into it. Reverse charge, the major issue again, service provided by non-resident service provider is being taxed on a reverse charge mechanism in the hands of the service recipient. This provision tantamount to double taxation in the case where the service provider is located in other province, because in the sales tax provincial law, Punjab is non-resident for Sindh. This is the problem. What we are saying, reverse charge should be restricted to such cases where service providers are located outside Pakistan, because otherwise within the city, within one province to another province अगर हम ये लगाने लगे तो ज़ाहिर है you can understand cost of doing business कितनी बढ़ जाएगी. लेकिन ये वही इशू, उन इश्यूज़ में से एक इशू है जो कि हमने सिंक्रोनाइजेशन कमेटी या जिसके ऊपर हम राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस का सोच रहे हैं, उनमें से वन ऑफ दोज इशू इज़ दिस. और ज़ाहिर इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसी उसी से कनेक्टेड हैं. ज़ीरो रेटिंग ऑन एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ गुड्स is available in the FST law, but in SST law only provides exemption to accountants and auditors and software consultants. PST, and that is Punjab Sales Tax, provides exemption to software export firms and marine insurance for exporter. KPK provides no exemption on exports. What we are proposing is that there should be zero rating on all type of service industry and foreign exchange, provide level playing field, and to promote export as well.